Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Paul Skeens.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Okay, all set to go. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. Late swing, foul to the left. And the righty deals. On the ground. And that's just foul. On the ground, right side, Gonzalez gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with two strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Fernando Tatis Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. Ball one there.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Here's a high chopper. Slings to first in time. Here comes Manny Machado. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get, and now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Back here in Pittsburgh, today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Tommy Pham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Pham measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Swing and a chopper out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Brian Reynolds, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, bases empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill settles under it. Corrals it. That's out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. And that one missing low. Two outs. And it's fouled away.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Left field, way back there. That's bad. Pulls it in on the warning track. Cannonball coming. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Top of the second. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Leading off with the Padres, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Skeens back to work. Just missed. Bullpen action for the Pirates. David Bednar getting loose out there. Holderman getting loose as well. And a curve is down and in. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
That one at triple digits.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one fouled off. And the count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's Jason Hayward. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
All over that one right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And the Pirates manager making his way to the mound now as he will make the move. Paul Skeens will depart, and not his finest start. Never really looked comfortable out there. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound when we get back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, David Bednar.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Pinch hitter coming on, Luis Campusano. He represents the go-ahead run. So a change being made at first base. And pinch running for the Padres, Tyler Wade. Fastball for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Runner. There goes the runner. Fought off foul. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Wade, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. We've got baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. And on the hill here today, Corbin Burnes.
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Ready to go? And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and 1-1. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Check swing, called strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Juan Soto. Burnes with a move to first.
No, he's in there.
Lindor back in there. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. And out of here. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Pitch misses inside. Ball one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And a foul ball. The part about Burnes' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Outside low, and that's ball two. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson getting ready to go. Man supply, a left-hander, also throwing. And now 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next pitch is outside. In the air, right field. Puts it away for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
That's a hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that one is in for a strike. Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got it. That's the second out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's Jesse Winker. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Alonso off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
On the ground to the left. Toss to Naylor. That's the 3rd out. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in the desert and on the hill, Kodai Senga. What do you have on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Corbin Carroll leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got him looking. And there's one down. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swings through that.
0-1.
One out, bases empty.
Ball, that's low.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the ground, out to short. Toss to Alonso. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Josh Naylor. Just missed. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso makes the catch, inning over. Diamondbacks down quickly. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Ryan Thompson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now, Tyrone Taylor.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key, just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
And the 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The other way. He'll do it himself. And quickly one away in the second. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Thompson, in his fourth year, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. And that is out of play. Next one just misses. And it's 2-2.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Tarek Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And the batter now, Marcus Semien.
The second baseman, Marcus Semien.
And that misses. And we're underway in Detroit.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one misses. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
A little bit low. And the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped towards third. Fires over to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And there's a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Hit weakly on the ground. Tosses to first, and Seager is set down. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Rangers go down in order. Nothing doing for the Rangers. The Tigers coming up. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in Detroit. And starting in this one, Jacob deGrom.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And stepping in is the speedy Parker Meadows.
Always fun watching deGrom go to work on the mound. He's so good, and as a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, he's got the honors to back it up. Won those awards in 2018 and 2019, becoming the first National League pitcher to go back-to-back since Clayton Kershaw.
And that drops in for a strike. That one ripped. Langford ranging back. onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with a righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
In the air, out towards left center. Carter brings it in, 2 away now.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Here's Riley Green. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Young under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Tigers are shut down there. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now here's the veteran DH, Jock Peterson. Skubal back to work. That one a little bit high. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The wind of the pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now here is Adolis Garcia. There's a strike. One out, base is empty. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Josh Young in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Not even close there. And it's a ball and a strike. Late that time, it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. From Target Field in Minneapolis, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. How about a scouting report on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
All right, ready to go here. Here's Mike Tauchman. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Luis Robert. And that one fouled off. Tauchman on at first, nobody out. To the right side, boots it, still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery, wasn't easy following the misplay. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Bader should have it. Hauls it in, and there's two away. Andrew Vaughn now.
The first baseman, number 25, Andrew Vaughn.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Griffin Jacks, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Sands warming up as well. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. The Twins coming up, no score. Back at Target Field, and pitching in this game, Martin Perez.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first, now a chance for Willie Castro. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Castro, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Missed with a changeup, and now 2-0. Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
So here's Bader now. Right side. Sosa throws to first. Bader is out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now Correa up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. On to first. That takes care of Correa. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Twins retired in short order. Scoreless after 1. Back in Minnesota. Second inning set to go. Now at the plate, Josh Rojas. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Popped up left side. Lewis sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And here is Sosa to the plate. And a swing and a miss.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. In for a strike, 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that one is downstairs. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that is that. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, Garrett Cole.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Kansas City Royals. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, Seth Lugo.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's off the inside corner. Counts full, 3-2.
Counts full.
Got him swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. That one misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That one in the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And misses inside. Splits the plate and a full count now.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Next offering is in for a strike. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here in Kansas City, and starting this one, Chris Bassett.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 away. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2's the count.
Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Squirts away a little bit. Man at first, 1 away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Caglione. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. All set for the start of the inning. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Down and full.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Strike 2.
1-2.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw save. That's a stolen base. Got him swinging. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Runner takes off for third. Got him swinging. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nathan Lucas getting ready to hit. Springer at third with 2 away. That one
2-2.
inside. Look out. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
1-2.
Hacks and misses, it's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
1 out, bases empty. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back to the top of the lineup. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Top of the third, no score. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. So up next, Addison Barker. And a big swing and a miss. Perez on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Mark Canha. That one missed. And now it's filled up.
Count is full.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. And now it's Kyle Isbell.
That's the ball.
Inside, and that's ball 3. Schneider on the move, squeezes it out, number 2. So the lineup flips over. Jonathan Indy at the plate. Next pitch way upstairs. Next offering misses down and away. Swings and misses. And now it's 3-2.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Start of the 4th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. 7 in a row by way of the K. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's George Springer.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and now Bobby Witt Jr. Next pitch is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Ball.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now back. First base.
Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk down to first with it. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. So up now for Kansas City, Jack Caglione. 2-1 now. And he gets tied up right there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Back here in Kansas City, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. That one finds the zone. 1-2.
1-2.
Caught him looking for the K. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. There's a swing and a miss.
1-2 the count.
Headed towards the corner. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss.
1-2 is the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Fires over to Guerrero, and they get Perez for the out. Now the left fielder, Nick Lofton. And that misses off the outside edge. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And a curve misses outside. 3-1 now. And it's strike 2.
You got a full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now the right fielder, Mark Canha. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Now here is Kyle Isbell. And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Lofton at second. Isbell on at first with 2 down. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. And he grounds 1 to the right side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses. That's K number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Way inside, and that hit him. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Bichette goes. Swing and a miss. Back to first, and he's safe. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Finish him.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Swings through that one.
1-2.
Jimenez throw to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Swings and misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2 is the count.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Bichette sends it across to first, and that quickly 2 away. And here is Jack Caglione. gets him to chase after that one.
Pretty frugal guy.
1-2.
He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Bichette. Royals set down in order. Back here in Kansas City, here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Now on the bump, Lucas Erceg. He has a great slider with tons of movement. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. And the batter is George Springer. And now 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Registers the punch out and hits 101. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Pitch misses there. 2 balls and a strike. Perez swings and it's a deep fly ball left field. That one's well struck. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He rocketed that one out of here. It's 2-0. Now the left fielder, Nick Lofton. And 1-2.
It can be tough to bounce back after big. Home run, but
Live from Dodger Stadium, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Getting the nod on the mound, Dustin May.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. May comes set.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Merrill.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Edman. Oh, he botches it. Here's Manny Machado. Late with the swing there. Tatis over at second. Merrill at first with no outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Luis Ariz stands in. Grounder might be 2. Fired to second. Over to first. Safe.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Here's Gavin Sheets now. Left-hand bat. May delivers. Got it! Huge strikeout there. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab in this one, Steven Kolick.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And now it's even up. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So now it's Freddie Freeman. 2 down, nobody on. Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out this side in the first. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And the batter now, Xander Bogaerts. May fires. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Swings and misses. Smith down to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Now batting Tyler Wade.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Out towards right center field, Pajes. Long run into the gap. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here comes Max Muncy. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. The batter now will be Will Smith. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. And now 6 strikeouts in a row. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to him, Martin Maldonado. So now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing, went around, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And a swing and a miss, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. Swings and misses. 2 and 2.
2 balls,
2 outs, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Pitch misses, and it's 2 and 1. Inside,
Nope.
just missed. Swing and a miss. 3 and 2 now.
count is 3 and 2.
Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's inside. 1 out, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Now it's the DH, Ha-Seong Kim. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the
1
base
ball,
hit.
2
Those
strikes.
always feel great.
And now the count is even. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Merrill settles under this one. And that's the inning. On to the 4th. Here's Manny Machado now.
Number 13, Manny
And a pitch. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Luis Arias will hit next. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Big Red picks up the K. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time. Back here in L.A. Now here is Mookie Betts. Falling behind 2-1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one not close, and that's ball 3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 1-2. And there's the ball. In the air, left field. Wade makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now he breaks his back. Throw on to Freeman, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Tyler Wade now at the plate. The 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. 2 outs. That one 95 to finish him off. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Max. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Yuki Matsui.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2-2 the count.
Nice grab. Over to first. Throw is high and over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Will Smith to the plate. Muncy aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's the first out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Just missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2 strikes.
Well done behind the dish. 2-2 now. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the grab. 2 down. And here is Haesung Kim. Swing and a miss, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Martin Maldonado up to hit. Foul ball there. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So the San Diego batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Way out front for strike 2. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. And we're back. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now it's Mookie Betts. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Shohei on the go. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Bunting gets it down to first. And they take the lead with the infield single. No outs. Runner at first. Freddie Freeman digs in now. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. So they turn to their closer, Robert Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 down. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, a great flip. And it beats him. What a play.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now Machado up here. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. And a curve is down and in. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So here's the Padres DH, Gavin Sheets. And a foul ball. Inside, almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, and here comes Tommy Edman. Next offering is fouled back. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 1 down, base is empty. Up and in, 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-2 the count.
Ground ball left side. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, Hesung Kim. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look out.
Yep, I got him.
That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. That's down and in.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so some
hangs on to the foul tip. We're at the top of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short. Bats up with it. Bogaerts retired.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Got him! And there's 2 away. Next to hit, Tyler Wade. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th.
A swing and a miss. That retires. Back here in L.A. Here's Mookie to hit. welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, Garrett Cole. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Ready to go now? Here's Mike Tauchman.
The right fielder, number 18, Mike Tauchman.
And that's outside. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx.
First pitch, 105.
Hit in the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Luis Robert now.
Wood!
In the dirt, and the runner holds.
0-1.
Nobody out, runner at first. And that is out of play.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The delivery to Robert. Outside with a breaking ball.
1-2.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
First and second, no outs. And now Andrew Benintendi. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So bases all loaded up. Andrew Vaughn now. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off. Bases juiced, no outs. Fouled off down the right side.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is a big first out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here's Josh Rojas. Fought off foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Tachman on third. Robert on second. Benintendi at first. One gone. Swing, and he popped it up. Chisholm sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And here is Sosa to the plate.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Not even close there. And that's ball one. Late swing fouled off. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Two outs, bases are full. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in New York, getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Martin Perez.
Sinker cutter change. He's not overpowering velocity, not even up to 90. Which isn't, it's not like, oh, you got to have 90. If you can move the ball around, and all it's about is keeping hitters off balance. And if you can have some late movement, you miss the barrel, you get weak contact, and you can move through a game as we've seen him do this season.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Bounce to the right side. Vaughn. The flip to the pitcher covering. Just got him on that one. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the ditch.